Okay, everybody, today we're going to do the glow-in-the-dark fireflies. And I was just starting to say, before I realized I hadn't started the video, is the theme of this painting is a spiral. Everything has this spirally texture in it, and it's kind of important because we don't want to make just circles. So you guys know the difference between a spiral and a circle? Right? So a spiral can start little in the middle and you go around that without touching it, and around that and around that and around that, right? Or the other way, which is, I don't know which way I like better. I don't know. But you start with a big circle and then you go inside of that, then inside of that, and inside of that. Does that make sense? Spiral. So now, and then we always want 3D, right? So if I put red on my fireflies, little red ones, then I get a little speck of white and I spin it in and then stop. I'm trying to get the spiral texture because red with no color is dark. A little bit of red and white is pink. And if I get a string of white, done, right? But what happens if I keep spinning? I got black on my hands. What if I keep spinning and spinning the color? It just turns pink. It's very boring. Okay, so let me hold it up closer so you can see. So, like, there's a red one, or there's an orange one, right? And it's orange, right? And then I get a speck of white, and as soft as I can, I go round and around and around, stop. And then there's pieces of orange that got nothing, and then baby orange, and then white. Okay, but I do that to each one, right? I'm rooting for that. But if I keep going round and round and round, I just stir it all together. I just kind of made a gumball. So it's not the right theme. So what we're going to do, and you see mine? Yours is in black Sharpie, right? Because black Sharpie's shiny on this canvas. So it's a circle above the jar. Can you turn your painting and make sure that the circle's above the jar and the two lines are at the bottom? You can see that it's shiny, sharp black Sharpie. I did mine in silver Sharpie because black Sharpie doesn't show up on the camera, right? So we go like, yeah, circle, jar, two lines. Got it, right? And then we're going to put this spiral. If you see it, it's blue. But I put specks of white in it and I spun it around. But I have dark blue pieces, baby blue pieces, and little pieces of white. Okay? And then we'll practice big and then do it small. But you know what we should do first? Stars. Okay? So we're going to find our white, not glow-in-the-dark paint. We'll save that for the end. So I open my white, poof. And then I'm going to find my little blue paintbrush, right? But I'm not going to use her bristles. She's a little stiff anyway. It's because if I use the bristles, they go like this. And they make it's ugly. I would like a nice little circle. So I'm going to use my stick. It's like a little fingerprint, poke, right? A little dot. So I'm going to put, and I could put stars not down in the grass, but I can go all the way to the grass, and I can go all the way to the jar. I could put some next to the jar on the other side and all the way to the top, right? But I'm going to get my stick and just touch I don't have to stab it. I just need some on the end. And it only makes like 3 or 4 stars before you have to stop. So I'm just going to go like this and go poke. And it looks like there's a whole bunch on it, but there's really, I only care about what's on the end, right? And then I hold it straight ahead. We'll just make a few practices. And the very first one goes on nice and thick, right? Bonk! And then that'll be like a planet. But as I keep poking and I go farther away and farther away, they turn into faraway galaxies and they look invisible. Right? So I'll go closer so you can see. So the first one, and this will just be a practice for our brain, right? So I go, okay, oh, nice and round and big. That's a planet. But do not put them close together. They're not friends. So then I go farther away. Oh, it made a smaller one. And even farther away, a speck. And then even farther away, speck. And then I do it until it's invisible. Okay, nothing came off. That must be the smallest faraway planet. That's infinity, right? So I only got 5 out of it, but now I can get more, right? So I get another, but I don't poke hard, because I just need it on the end. Touch there. And then now I can just keep making more. But don't do it fast, like, because they'll look like little Nike swishes or little oopsies, right? So instead we go straight ahead. Poke. And then far away. Poke. Far away. Poke. Question?
Yes, I think, can you do it again and explain? I think they didn't know when to start. They're just staring. They're first and second.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So now you can copy me. So get your teeny tiny blue paintbrush and get your white paint and touch your white paint. And now we go, okay, make start. But there, look at, want to see me do it wrong? Watch this. In a row, no, stars are like a far away, a far away. And look at, they're getting smaller and smaller. And then I ran out. So it looks like there's still paint on my paintbrush, right? There's nothing on the end. So I have to get more. Poke. And now I can go poke, 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 poke. Poke, 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 poke. Oh, then I ran out. Now I could get more. Touch. Just a little bit. And then I go pokey, 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 pokey. And we're using the stick. The stick. Not our paintbrush. She'll go bleh and make a weird blobby thing. So I'm using the stick. And I just go poke because it'll make a nice little circle. Poke, 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 poke. Oh, you know where I forgot? Over here. This other side is jealous. By the moon in the jar. Oh, and there's a hole right there. There's no dots. Oh, I didn't go down near the grass. I can go lower. And if we end up putting a firefly on one of these, so they're far, far away into space. And the fireflies are close to us. So we're just putting some. And then, want to see something weird? If you're a math person, you made them evenly spaced apart. Like 2 fingers apart. What? You made a pattern. Well, let's ruin that pattern a little bit. You want to see what ruins it? Look, I put little clusters of 3 or 4 together, and they look like galaxies. Oh, just little 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I can go, okay, let's break up the pattern. So I get some more weight, and I go, okay. You want to watch this. Mine's all evenly spaced apart and looking very boring. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that does look like space. And maybe another spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, a faraway galaxy. Boop, 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 boop. There. We're making little astronomy pretending. We're making little, oh my gosh, the word just jumped out of my head. I forget what they're called. Doop. Now, look at how I broke up the pattern. Doesn't that look better when you look at it now? First, they were all like evenly spaced apart. And they're like, whatever. Now, I have little poofs. Little clusters. And I cannot remember the name of the word where stars are clustered together and we make zodiac signs out of them. Can't remember the word. And then when we're done, I have a dirty stick. So I just get a paper towel and I give it a little pinch. And I just wipe it off. So, because it will get on my hands and I don't want that. Boop. They're clean. Did you put some near the tippity top? Is the top? Do you have some at the top? How about touching the sides? It makes your space look like it goes on for infinity. And over here on the side, all the way to the tippy top, they get jealous, the sides. You know, if it's just in the middle, it's like, So I let some of them escape, like they're trying to leave my picture. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Good job. Now look. See? See? Now we're gonna put the fireflies on top, and if we land on a star, it doesn't matter because they're flying past them like this. Okay, now we're gonna do the moon. Oops. And we're gonna do the blue part of the moon, right? This big, not the tree, right? But the big spiral, right? So now this tiny paintbrush is too little. She won't get enough paint. She gets like a speck of paint at a time. So let's switch to bigger paintbrush. Boop. And when they're brand new like this, they're all stiff. So you just rub it on your hand. It's like hairspray. And you just go, la, 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 and then breaks up the hairspray off of it. And now it's soft again. Because it was brand new. And you just go, la, la, and now it's soft. Cute though. And this is called a round. It's a very fancy paintbrush. But when you smash it, she's round. So, and then it gets a round top. And this is how you make leaves and flowers. So she's round across the top. And unlike the squares, that's that square paintbrush I gave you before, but this is a round. So as if you do it really soft, she'll stay pointy, but if you smash her, she's really big like that, and she's a round, okay? So we're gonna get this one, and now we need our blue paint. Can you find blue? She's really dark. Is mine this dark? No. How come mine's not as dark? Because I'm going to put a little bit of white in it and help decorate it. So it's the dark, dark blue. Find that color and open the lid. Nice. And remember, are we going to make a circle or are we going to make a spiral? We'll have to get paint a bunch of times and keep spiraling until it turns, solid blue. But trust yourself, it will happen. But I don't, just because it's faster, we don't scribble and make it blue. Because what are we actually practicing? Making a spiral. We're practicing big, so we'll be good at little. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going, but really, for my brain, I'm practicing. Okay, and let's just get rid of the Sharpie. Like, we don't want to look at it. So a big paintbrush, stab your blue like you're mad. It'll pick up a whole bunch of paint. But we don't care. We're putting it on our canvas, right? Okay, now I'm going to, just drive you don't scribble. You just push your paint. Fold your paintbrush over and push. And get rid of the Sharpie. I don't want to look at the Sharpie anymore, so I just go push. There. Oh, I got some paint on the other side of my paintbrush. I'm going to use that. Push. Bye, Sharpie. And you'll barely be able to see blue on a black canvas. We definitely need white's help. Okay? And then scribble. No scribble. We push paint so it stays smooth. Okay? Oh, everybody pause. I forgot to say something we started. If you have sleeves, can you push up your sleeves past your elbows because it's real paint and doesn't come out? And we could go like this. Because somehow I put my arms down on a dirty napkin or so. See, I got paint on me. I don't know how that happened. I didn't even get near paint today. I don't know. Okay. Back to painting. So now I'm going to smash my paintbrush again. Smash. Get a blob of blue. Okay, now I'm going to go inside that circle, but spiral. Which means, how about if we land in the middle? Boop. And then go land, and then go around that, and then around that, and then around that, and then I kind of ran out of paint. Can I see it? It's kind of shiny. But they didn't touch. How come? It's a spiral, not a circle, huh? It's a spiral. And then look at how much paint landed in the middle. Because that's where we got the most paint. And then it kind of ran out as we went in. Well, let's get more. Stab your blue again. Stab! Like that. Okay. Well, let's go from the... we'll be on the inside of the circle, but start far away and then collapse to the middle. See which one you like better. Start big and then go smaller, 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 circle, smaller, circle, smaller, circle, boop. I didn't cover up all the black yet. I'm just practicing my spiral, because a spiral is not a circle. Each one is smaller than the last one or bigger than the last one. It depends on which way you go. Everybody has a style, and you decide, I like to go big to little, or I like to go little to big. I don't know. I tend to go little to big, but everybody's different. Okay, now let's get one more hard stab. Stab the blue really hard. It's a disgusting blob on my paintbrush. Now let's spiral until all the black is gone. You know how you're going to be able to tell? It's slightly blue and it's shiny, right? We're going to stay inside the circle, but we just go, okay, obviously there's lots of dry parts on mine. So I go, spiral, 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 and just smash down the paint and keep spiraling until all the dry black is gone. Bye, dry black. Around and around, and then I go smaller, 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 smaller. Or I go start the middle and go bigger, 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 bigger. What are we practicing? Are we practicing painting it blue? No. It just happens to be blue. We are practicing the spiral idea. And you just kind of smash the paint, push it, push it, push it, push it, like that. Pretty. Isn't that a good? But what if I left it blue like this with no white in it and it dried? It would just basically be black because she won't keep this shininess of the blue. She'll just, what? We need white's help. So who's getting better at, are we scribbling side to side? No, just because it would work. It would paint the circle blue, but we are practicing the spiral for our brain. Small to big, and I smash it out, or I pull it into the center. Smaller, 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 smaller. I don't know which way I like better. I haven't decided. Okay, now that's boring. It's like a blue dot. How about we decorate it? Do you have your white open still? And we just need some. We could get a little bit more white if we realize we didn't get enough, but if we get too much, the whole thing turns white. So we just need some. So dirty paintbrush, we don't even care because we're just going to get a little bit of white. So watch me, everybody watch. I'm going to touch it. Boop. I got white on it. Now you do it. Because we need to brighten this blue. She's too dark. We need to change her. How many color values are we rooting for? 3. Dark blue doesn't get any white. Then a baby blue happens, and sometimes a string of white lives. Okay, watch me. Now I'm going to drop it off as like little dashes. Right? So I go boom, then smaller, 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 smaller. Ooh, look at the pretty color. Ooh, boop. I dropped them off because I'm going to spin it in, but not yet. I just got to get the white off my paintbrush first before I spin. Otherwise, a giant glob of white is on the outside and nothing happens to the rest. And then, ooh, you ready to see what happens? Wait, how many color values do we want? 3, dark, medium, light. So blue by herself is a color. Then blue and white makes baby blue, see? So pretty. And then pieces of white. So don't overmix it because we like the texture. Can I show you the texture? Look at my little spiral. See, I let some blue live in some pieces of white. Are you ready? Here I go. I like to start in the middle. That's me. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the middle, and if you hit a white thing, just see what happens first. Just watch. Okay, so I start in the middle and I go around that guy, and around that guy, and around that guy, and around that one, and around that one, and around that one. Woo! I made a spiral. I just and then there's some dark pieces of blue and some light pieces of blue. Nice. Now you do it. Are we scribbling, trying to make baby blue? No, we're practicing a spiral. Okay, wait. Okay, I still have blue parts, baby blue parts. You know what? I want a little bit more white. So touch your white, just a little bit of white. Poke, a ton of poke, a little poke. And let's do it one more time. Because look at, I only got baby blue. I'm not in love with that. I would like some white pieces to live. It's shinier. So I'm going to drop it off again and go doing, 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 doing. Okay, that's all. It came out. I didn't get very much that time. Am I going to leave them like that? That looks bad. But am I going to scribble it in and make baby blue? No. The most interesting thing is the spiral. Now I'm going to spin again, but this time I'm going to start from the outside. And if I hit a white thing, yay. But I'm not going to watch the color. Watch me. Everybody watch. I'm going to do a spiral. So are they dashes anymore? No. Look at me. Here I go. Smash. I'm smashing my paintbrush and I went around. I hit one. And then I went around. Oh, I hit another one. And then I hit another one inside of that. And 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 then done. Ooh, I even have a piece of white. You're jealous of mine right now? And then do I have dark blue still? I do. I have some pieces. Do I have baby blue? Yeah. Do I even have white strings? I do. I was rooting for that. So are we scribbling it in or trying to just change her texture so she's more the texture of a spiral? Because of course it turns baby blue when you smash them together. Everybody knows that. But with the texture is interesting. Okay, look how much paint you have left in your paintbrush. You know what this is for? We're going to make a fuzzy, blurry fog around the outside of our moon. You want to see? Don't get more paint. We're just going to use up the little bit of paint. It's going to look like powder. It's called dry brushing. No more paint. I'm going to go like this. Watch. Okay. I'm going to go outside my circle and everybody pause and look up and use just what's left on my paintbrush and make, oh, it's like a fuzzy, invisible, dry powder around the outside of the circle and it looks like fog. Look at it. I just smashing my little paintbrush. It just has a little baby amount of paint on it and I made fuzz on the outside. It's a little mist because I'm not going to get more paint. That'll make it solid. I already have a solid part. I'm going to let my paintbrush run out of paint on purpose and make a dry, fuzzy, invisible chalk. That's interesting. A new texture, a fuzzy texture. So it's not solid anymore. That's curious too. Like, oh, when you run out of paint, makes a new texture. That's also interesting. But look at because I stabbed the blue paint. I have a bunch of blue on the silver part of my paintbrush. I'm going to get it off. Where's my little paper towel? Here it is. So I open my paper towel and I just put it in there. I'm going to squeeze it out, right? Let's pinch it really hard and squeeze the paint out. All clean. Now let me check my paper towel. Yep. Maybe one more time. And it should be dry powder second time. Oh yeah. I made a butterfly. You're jealous of me. That was an accident. I'm adorable. And then you know what we're gonna use this paintbrush again, but you know what we use it for? The graph. I'll show you. How many color values do we need for 3D? 3. Look at this super dark green on the bottom. She's galactic. She's almost dried black. And then we have medium green and yellow, right? And oh, the yellow stripes them. But I go like this and I put the dark green on the bottom, then the medium green. Then I stab my yellow and I just go flick. And I have to flick up, right? So they're pointy. I can't go back down, but I can flick up so they're pointy. And I'm like, oh, that's why this paintbrush is good, because she's big and holds lots of paint and she ends in a point. So we're going to do that the last, okay? So we're going to save this paintbrush for then. Okay, now we're going to use our finger, and we're going to put the moon in the middle. And how big's my moon? That's just the glow of the moon we did. It's 3 fingers big, and it goes in the middle. but I'm going to use my finger, okay? Because you know why? My paintbrush acts like a sponge and kind of wipes off the paint over and over. But if I use the flat part of my finger, not my fingertip where the bone is, it'll scratch the paint off my thumb. So I use the flat poofy, the cushy part of my finger, and I'm going to get the white poke. I just touch it like that. Oh! Right? And oh, you're human. It's your parents' fault because they were human, but you can't make a circle. It'll come out messed up every time. But you know what you can make perfectly, because they're in letters and you've been practicing, is a rainbow and a smile. Rainbow and a smile. And that makes a circle. And then once you have your rainbow and your smile, then you can swirl in her belly. Does that make sense? Let me show you. So I can see my spiral. Look at, I can see the texture of where the moon will go. And it's 3 fingers big. I could always make it a little bigger if I make it too small, right? But I'm going to get my white finger and go rainbow, smile. And then I put my fingers in it. Ah, that's 3 fingers. I did it my first try. Now you do it. Rainbow, smile. And look at, I have a little fuzz around it. Is that bad? The little dry stuff? No, it looks like glow. I just made an O. Well, let me get a poke more white and fill in her belly. Just go, and once I have that good outline, how easy is it to fill in? So easy. But the trick was what? Rainbow, smile. And that seems to make a good shape. Don't try, and I told you, don't try to make a circle. You really can't. When we make circles as humans, we trace things. Does that make sense? Now we just fill it in. Oh, it turned a little bit baby blue. I don't even care. Uh-oh, there's paint on my finger. Can you just put on a napkin? Like you got jelly on you or something? You just get a napkin and go, ew. It'll still be a little bit on there, but it comes off of water. Who felt like that was their best circle, right? Rainbow, smile. And that will dry while we're busy doing other things. And we're going to put glow-in-the-dark paint on our moon so our moon will glow. It'll be good. But not right now. She's wet right now, and it will just make a gross smear. We have to let her dry a little bit. Okay? Now, who's ready to make some fireflies? Me too. Okay, so it's the whole rainbow, which is, look at how many cups of paint I had to give you this time. Oh my God, right? So it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, right? That's 6. Well, if we weren't careful, we would fill this all up before we even got to all 6 colors. So we make a rule. We're going to put 2 of every color firefly inside our jar. And then 5 fly away. Okay? But let me show you. They're not flying towards the moon. No, it's like a straight line right there. Not near the moon. And then they don't go down to the grass, so there's like a flat line right there. But it's like a big tube. Like, you know the alligator that eats the bigger number, right? So it's like, oh, and where are they trying to escape to? The corner. So I like to do a zigzag pattern. It seems to drop them off really cute. But I put 2 in here. 1, 2. And then I put 1 near the jar. And then I jump away. 1, zigzag. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Get close to the jar. But I went down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like that. Okay? So we need our itty bitty teeny tiny Just Born paintbrush. Itty bitty. And then red. Right? And we're going to make a spiral. And these are going to be your ugliest ones. How come? Because they're your first ones. So your brain's going, how many stages of brain learning do you have to go through? 3, right? So you're like, I don't understand. I'm confused and frustrated and angry, right? Step number 1. Number 2, I think I understand it. It's kind of okay. Then it's easy and boring. Okay, so the red ones are going to be your frustrated and confused ones. Too bad. Okay, so we're going to go, goodbye. So, and then this little paintbrush, she holds just the right amount of paint. So you just poke the paint, you stab it. And remember how we stabbed this one and she got a whole bunch of paint? Well, this one's so little, she just gets a little bit of paint. And you just, no matter how hard you stab, there. That's just the right amount of red. And when we need more and it turns dry, just stab again. Okay, and my fireflies, how big are my fireflies? Everybody pause and look up. It's 1 fingerprint big. Oh, well, let me see. Oh, they tend to grow when you put the white on them, but we'll start off with a fingerprint. So put your fingerprint in your jar and see if you can tell how big she's supposed to be, just to see. Oh, it's not very big. How come? We have 6 colors and it will take up all the space. Okay, so just find any old spot in your jar and you just, okay, it's going to be tricky because it's our first one, but I just land and go spiral round and around and around. Oh, look at, there's still black showing. Not once I put the white in there. And then I have to put another one somewhere else. Woo! Oh, that turned out like a jelly bean. Oh, well. Okay, now I got 2 in the jar, right? But I'm already out of paint. It looks like there's paint on my paintbrush. No. I stabbed my bread. Okay. Now I'm going to put 1 near. Did you make some? Are they all right? Oh, they're okay, right? You're frustrated, confused. What is this lady talking about? Okay, now we'll put 1. What if I put 1 on the star? So, okay, so I'm going to put 1 near the jar. Woo! Okay. Hey, why is it black in the middle? Maybe I should go little to big. I don't know. I can't decide. And then I'm going to hop away in a zigzag. Watch me. Now I go ziggy, zaggy, ziggy, zaggy, ziggy, zaggy, trying to get to the corner. Okay, so I go 1. Oh, how many fly away? 5. So I go 1, 2. And each time is farther away. 2, 3, 4. 5. I made it. I got pretty close. Oh, wait. Hopefully the other colors break up that pattern. That just looks like dice. I don't know. Did you make 2 in the jar and 5 fly away? Wait, do we keep spinning like this? No. As soon as you get your spiral, done. Okay, now we're going to get some white. We're going to need 1 paper towel the whole time. Because every time we go get white paint, we better clean our paintbrush off or our white will turn all dirty. So we just get a little paintbrush. You know, most of the red won't come out, but the glob will. Poke, there, like that. Let's see if I made a butterfly. Not that good. The other one was better. And then how much, if that's red, how much white just to highlight it? Do you remember how much blue did we put on our spiral? A lot. And then how much white? A little bit to decorate it. So here's the big trick. You don't know how much white to get. We're gonna guess, but you'll get better at it. Watch this. So I'm gonna get white, but a little teeny poke, a little speck. So just go in on the end. A little bit, just a little kiss of white. And then I'm gonna do this super soft, just to add a little sparkle to my spiral. So I go, okay, back to the ones in the jar. I think I'm gonna go in the middle to big, right? So I do really soft, and I go little, around and around and around. Oh, look at, I made pink and white. I think I got too much white, and I think I just made it white. But it's all right. It's my first one. Okay, and then I get a teeny speck of white, and I spin this one. Woo! Oh, that one has little. Is it a spiral texture, or did you scrub it in and just make pink? No, we give it permission to have that interesting texture to stare at. Now I can get another ton of polka white, poke, and put it on this one. Woo! Oh, wait. Wait. Look how this one is, that's not even round. That was the ugliest one I ever made in my whole, okay. I'm going to clean my paintbrush off so I can get white again. I laugh. That's a bean. I don't even know what this is. Pshh! Okay, now I get white and I try to do it real little and I go round and around and around and then stop. Because what happens if I keep spinning? Pink. I would like red, pink, and white. Okay, now I can spin this one. Oh. Now I need another poke of white. Poke. Ew, I'm getting my white dirty. Does anyone see that? I didn't have it. I didn't clean my paintbrush. Okay, now I'm going to try another one. Real soft. Tana. Oh, stop. That only took a half a second. I didn't scrub it in. I'm just making little spiralies. Now I could do this one. Woo. Now I could do this one. Woo. Done. Stop. Who got good spiral texture? Or did you who went round and just made a pink gumball? Right? So like, oh, so was that the frustrating, confused moment where your brain went, what? You mean stop touching it? Yeah. Like we literally want this texture where where you land with the piece of white is right. There's a piece of white and then it kind of swirls inside and stop. Oh. Right, so those are going to be your ugliest ones. The next ones will be better. Watch this. Watch. Because you have to do frustrated and then understanding. Frustrated and confused and want to give up. And then, oh, I get it. Okay, clean your paintbrush. Pitch. Give it a little squeezy. Oh, that's almost moved over to a clean spot. Pitch. And now I could put the lid on my red. You guys can take these paints home in your bag and decorate rocks and things, right? This is yours. So I put the lid on my red because I want orange now. Orange. Ooh. Now I get to try again. Ooh, there's still red in my paintbrush a little bit. That'll make fire. Red and orange swirls. So pretty. Okay, now I'm going to just stab the orange. How come? Because she's so little, she can't get that much paint. I mean, tiny paintbrush. So I just stab my orange. Like that. And then how many go in the jar? Right? I have 2. And then, okay, new places, right? So I don't know. So there, I don't know. I'm guessing. Spiral. Oh, wait, how big? A fingerprint. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so spin. Now, I made a spiral out of orange. Is it going to stay like that? No, because I'm going to add white. So, oh, mine's not perfect. Let me keep spinning. You don't have to, because when you go and decorate it with the white, it fixes it, right? Now I'm going to stab the orange so I can get more, and then go, okay, another place. Wait, is that big? Is that too big? Let me put my finger over it. That's a little big. Uh-oh. Okay, my next one will be better. Should I get mad or just do better? Just do better. We're going to make a whole bunch of these. Whatever, right? We're learning. Okay, now I get the, okay. Now, how many escape? 5, right? But I go near the jar and then I hop away like that and try to get to the corner. Hop, hop, hop. Okay, so one near the jar. Hello. And it's oh, I made a spiral. And there's still black showing, but I don't care because I'm adding white when I do the decorating gently with the white, remember? And then I'm in, okay, there's 1, then 2. Hey, that's too big. I'm being hyper. Okay, I'm gonna check it. And then, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. Oh, hey, why am I doing them in 2 rows? Isn't it supposed to be big, like a big triangle? Oh yeah, I have more colors though. I have 6 colors, so who cares? Okay, now I'm cleaning my paintbrush. I forget. Okay, now I get to decorate those. Who thinks decorating, turning on the light of the spiral tape of the firefly is going to come out better this time? Is this going to be better? How come? Because you already done it with the red and your brain's like, oh, right. Don't mix it in too much. Try to get a little bit of white. Do it gently. Watch. This is going to be so much easier. So I clean my paintbrush because I would like to get some white and I don't want to ruin all my white. And I get a poke. How much white? A little bit. And then I like to land in the middle. That's me. And I start in the middle and I land and I go poke. And then around that guy and around that guy and around that guy. Stop. That's my best one. It actually looks more white in the camera, but I actually can see that I made a pretty sherbet color. And then I can get the white and put it in this one, spin. Oh, hey, that one didn't get decorated. I didn't have very much white on my paintbrush. I think I want to get a microscopic speck more. This is how much white I'm going to get. I want to decorate it. Well, oh, that's too little. Okay, that was ridiculous. Okay. Better. Okay. Now I can spin this orange in there. Okay, that was better. Now I'm going to do all of them, including the runaway ones, all the way in the sky. So should I scrub it in really hard and make no. Real gentle and just do a spiral. I land in the middle and go around. Stop! I got a piece of white. I am lucky. I didn't even smash that white in. I got a little shimmer shine piece of white. You're jealous of me. And then I get more white and I could do this one. Land, spin. Oh, I did that one good. You don't know, right? Because you think you have it nailed until you see it and like, yeah, that's good. And then I go, okay, that's a good one for me. I got a dark orange showing and a little string of white. And I didn't go back and mash them all together. I let them be. Because how many color values do I need for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. So orange by herself, a little bit of light orange like sherbet, and a piece of white. Okay, last one. Who's beating me right now? Did you beat me? Am I going too slow? Okay, faster. I only went slow because these were the learning ones. We can go faster now. You already know what to do. So who's still frustrated and confused? Who understands it? Who feels like you're getting an interesting spiral texture, or you keep spinning and just making gumballs? Could you not spin so much and just go 1, 2, 3, stop? 1, 2, 3, stop. Right? Don't make a gumball. Clean your paintbrush. Okay, put the lid on your orange, red, orange, then yellow. Yellow's turn. You can already guess what's going to happen. And there's a little bit of red and orange in my paintbrush. And if it colors my yellow, it looks like fire. So I don't care. So how many go in the jar? How many fly away? How big are they? Fingerprint? See, you already know. We already did it 2 times. Okay, so now we go, all right, how much paint do we get? Stab! When we do the color, we get to stab and get a lot. But when we put the white, little. Okay, 2 yellows in the jar. So I stabbed my yellow and I went, oh wait, I almost made it too big. How big? A fingerprint big? Okay, I just wanted to check so I could tell how big she needed to be. So I put my fingerprint on there. Okay, now I can spin. Way! Oh. And then another spot. Hello. Okay. Are these going to be faster? How come these are going to be faster? Because we already know how. Okay, more yellow. How many run away? Can we make them go wider? Maybe closer to the moon and closer to the grass even, but they have to jump away. Watch me. Closer to the moon. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, that's too far away. I better put some in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one got fire. I got orange in that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're running towards the corner. Look at, I made it bigger. I went bigger. Closer to the moon, closer to the grass. Now put some near the grass. The grass is jealous. No fireflies for the grass. Ooh, I like this one has fire in it because a little bit of orange came out of my paintbrush and decorated that one. Okay, now I clean my paintbrush because I would like to get white and I don't want to ruin all my white. Paper towel. Give it a pinch. Pinch. It is like fire. Look at what I make. It's like a crazy bunny rabbit. That's fun. Okay, now how much white goes in the yellow? I don't know. Who thinks you can guess? We've been doing it 2 times. How much white to turn on the light? Curious, right? I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna get the white and just get a little pearl on the end. And then land in, and just try to make a spiral, not a gumball, right? So I'm gonna try to let the white live. Live, white, live. And I land in the middle and I just go round and stop. I'm not trying to make baby yellow. Baby yellow is just an accident. Okay, now I get some more white and I just land and I go 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a better one for me, but she's kind of big. Look, she got bigger than my finger. Oh, wow. Okay, now I get more white. Decorate the other ones. How many fly away? 5. And I went close. I put one near my grass. She's getting really close to my grass. So I go, okay, 1, 2, 3, stop. How come I'm counting now? Because I'm worried that you're not letting go and stopping. So watch, I go like this. I land and I go 1, 2, 3, done. So it lets my piece of white live. If I keep swirling and like count up to 10, I just made baby yellow. That's boring. I get another tiny poke of white and spin this one. Whee! Oh. Oh, I didn't get hardly any white for that one. She's not very bright. Oh well. Should I get mad or just do better? All right, just do better. Okay. Oh, I have more. Woo! Woo! Okay. Who thinks you're getting better at spirals? And you're doing it softer and tinier and just float the white on top of the color? Good job. Okay, clean my paintbrush. Pinch! What comes after yellow? Red, orange, yellow, green. Oh, wait, uh-oh. I have 2 greens. Which green do you think I should use? I want to show you. Remember, how many color values do we need for 3D when we make our grass? 3. Dark green is the shadow green on the bottom. Look. Right? So not the dark green. We'll use bright green. So goodbye, dark green. I'll save you for later. Bye. And then here's my brighter green because she's prettier. She's like an emerald. This is like you know what an emerald is? It's like diamonds but made out of green. Okay, so who thinks you can do this no helpsies? I know, right? How many go in the jar? How many fly away? How much paint do you get? Have you even thought about how much paint to get anymore? No. But look at the different texture of this paint versus the other paint. Isn't this paint thicker? It's a different company. They put less water in it. Do you think it'll be the same? No. You'll probably have to make an adjustment. Uh-oh, more learning. Okay, so I get I got green. And I put 2 in the jar. Whoa. Okay. 1, 2. It looks like a donut because I left the black in the middle. Okay, and then how many fly away? Dark green. Are we using dark green? No. That's for the grass. And then 2 in the jar and then fly away. 1 near the jar. Hello. And now I get to hop away. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, one more paint, 4, 5. Okay. I hop in a zigzag pattern because otherwise, because I like math, I'll put them in a straight line. Math people like things in straight lines. So if I'm not, I on purpose go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, so I don't put them in a straight line. Who knows what happens next? I know. Don't wait for me. You go. You know, clean your paintbrush, put the white on. So why is this easy? We already done it 5 times. So did we do the frustrated and confused part during red? Yeah, and they're ugly. That's okay. We forgive them. And then now do you understand? Now you understand. Okay. Now I'm going to get white. And how much white do you think it will take? You're guessing, right? Maybe just a pearl, a little pearl in the end to make a little spirally in my green. I'll do it closer so you can copy me. But I like to land in the middle. And then I just touch the middle and I go around that 1, 2, 3 times. Ooh, look at the bright green that happens. That's a good color. My favorite is making colors. Anyone could put paint on, but changing colors, that's the best. And then I land in the middle, around that one, around that one, around that one, done. So hard to stop before I keep spinning because I want that spiral texture and not just a blob of a color, right? Now I can get more white and put it in this one. Who's doing it with no helpsies? You're just doing it. You just go ahead and put the white in and turn on the light. You do it. So I go around that one, around that. Oh, that one was too much white. Look at how much white I put on that one. Maybe I wasn't being careful. Should I be mad or just do better? Okay, I'll get less this time. Okay, so then I'll do softer. That'll help. Turn it around and around. Oh, that's pure white. This screen is harder. Maybe because she's thicker. I keep making them pure white. Those are whiter than the other one. Whatever. I still like them because it made a really good color. I wonder if I put green on it. Another speck of green. Just watch me. See if it's true. I don't know. Look at how much white I put on that one. I still don't like it. I'm going to get extra green and spin it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I calmed down the white with a tiny speck of green. Huh. It worked. So that shadowing and adding white is called highlighting. I just added a little extra green to that one because I put a giant blob of white on mine. Now I can clean my paintbrush, so I'm going to lick it off. Nuh-uh. You don't eat paint. Just get a little pan. Who in there lick their paintbrush? You know. It won't hurt you, but you'll be mad at me because it tastes like... Look, you want to smell it? This is how it tastes. Smells like Windex. So it's like, why would I eat Windex? Oh, put the lid on the green. Oh, and I could put the yellow lid on. So, okay, we did red, orange, yellow, green. Who comes next? Blue. Hey, we already did blue. I didn't put her lid back on, so there she is. So, who thinks you can do these by yourself? No helpsies. Okay, so if we're literally doing it, no helpsies, that means teacher can't talk. I have to stop myself from talking because I'm a teacher. I can't not talk. So I'm going to cover my mouth. Okay, but you already know what to do, right? 2, then 5, then the white, right? Okay, I'm going to cover my mouth to keep me from talking. Okay, I can't help but talk. Look at how black those look. It's gonna need White's help. I'm sorry, I'm trying to not talk. Look at my papers. Ooh, it's pretty. Oh yeah, we already did it on the moon. That's a good one. Ooh. See, I'm way better at it now. I'm out of white. More white. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to cover my mouth. Okay, I did it. Who's able to do it? No help. Yeah, I know. And then look, did you get 3D? Do you have dark pieces, baby blue pieces, and white pieces? Were you able to make an actual spiral? But, okay, so did we do the frustrated part, the understanding part? Guess what comes next? Boring. When it becomes so easy, it's like, so, right? So, I mean, blue was dark, but you want to see something dark? Get your purple. Now this is dark. Definitely white is going to have to help her, right? And how many go in the jar and how many fly away? Who wants to do these by yourself? And if I could be quiet. Teachers' mouths just keep moving. All the bad kids that talk a lot in class become teachers. Okay, so I'm going to get my purple and I'm going to do it. You want to do it? Okay. I won't say anything. You trust yourself. You did it this many times. Now you do it. Hey, there's not very much room left. Aren't you glad we counted? Right? 2 in the jar, and then find some empty spots that you could put purple, you know? Okay, I'll be quiet. You go. You just decorate. You know how. Looks black. I can only tell they're there because they're shiny. A little bit of white. Who trusts yourself very much right now? You trust yourself? Mm-hmm. A little spiral. Is it so easy it's boring? That's what happens to your brain. You're like, this is boring. I already know how. Your brain only likes to learn. Once you've learned it, your brain gets all mad. I already did this. I already know how. Go. Like some subjects I'm good at, so I get bored very easy and start talking to my neighbor, and then I get in trouble. Because it's more easy. But then we switch to another subject, and then I'm all, Aren't they pretty? Didn't you do a good job? Did they escape? Isn't that pretty? And then we can tell they're still wet because they're shiny, see? I'm using the light in the room to see if they're shiny. So they're still wet, so we have to let them rest while we do other things. But you know who's dry right now? The moon. This is all dry. We could put glow-in-the-dark paint on it. You know why we put the glow-in-the-dark paint on it now? It's because we need it to be dry when we put the tree on it. I want to show you. This looks hard, right? The tree, but it's not. But if we put the glow-in-the-dark paint on now, then put the tree on, the tree will paint over the glow-in-the-dark paint and you'll be able to see the tree at night. I know. It looks so good. You won't believe it. And then take the extra glow-in-the-dark paint home with you, because if it's not bright enough, put a second layer. Okay, you ready? So let's find our glow-in-the-dark paint. And we put it on with our finger, our nice flat finger, that instead of the paintbrush, because the paintbrushes are all dirty. Okay, so find glow-in-the-dark paint. She's the one that's looks like a greenish gel, and I can see she's green. And then what's the theme of our painting? Spirals, right? So should we put the glow-in-the-dark paint on like this? No. We put the glow-in-the-dark paint on with the spiral. And because our finger can't drop it off all perfect smooth, it's going to have thick parts and thin parts and thick parts and thin parts, which is wherever it's thick has way more powder, right? It's not the gel. The gel that I put the powder in, nobody cares. So it's how much, if there's a pile of glow-in-the-dark paint, that means there's like a thick blob of powder. Very shiny. Okay, so now I just use my finger and I just poke the glow-in-the-dark paint. Don't touch your eye. If you smell it, it smells really bad. It's got a lot of ammonia in it. So it isn't, don't put it on your face. Okay, so I say that because a boy did. I know, right? Okay, now I get this color. Now let's put the spiral on the moon, on the blue part. Hey, that didn't last very long. I guess we're going to have to do a whole bunch of finger pokes to try to paint this blue thing. Poke, spin, poke, spin. Oh, but look, everybody pause. Look at this cool texture I just got from my finger. That's going to glow like that. That's awesome. Okay? So don't feel like you have to flatten them down and make like a sparkler. It looks like sparklers when it goes on. So I'm going to get more glow-in-the-dark paint with my finger. Poke and spin again. But I can't tell where I put it. Watch. Now I'm going to go like this. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to use the light in the room and tilt my painting. Or look like this. Because wherever it's shiny, you put some. Oh, I need more. I need more. Oh, there's some. Oh, and there. Okay. Where else? Oh, across the top. That's dry. Should be shiny. Oh, fun. Okay. Now let me check. Shininess. It's hard to see, so you have to move your head so you can see the shiny. Did that go good? Wasn't that fun? But don't scrub. Remember, what texture is going to show up at night? If you go like this, scribble, 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 what's going to show up at night? A bunch of side-to-side scribbles. So the texture is important even with the glow-in-the-dark paint. Now let's put it on nice and thick on our white moon. Super thick, so she's super glowy. So I get the glow-in-the-dark paint. And I'm going to do it really soft. Oh yeah, I can't make a circle. What would be better? Rainbow, smile. Oh, more paint. It's not smooth. I can tell. I'm going to put this super thick. Oh, more. Maybe 4 scoops. I don't know. Ooh, and I have to use the flattest part of my finger to make her smooth. The tip of my finger will scratch it off. So I'm doing it as flat as possible. Okay, nice. And then our glow-in-the-dark paint's gonna dry while we do our grass. Ew, I have glow-in-the-dark paint on my finger, so don't pick your nose. Then you'll get glow-in-the-dark paint. Okay, so clean your finger on a paint. I don't like this paper towel's all dirty. I'm gonna get a new one. Paper towel. Okay, there. Okay, now I have to do grass, and the moon is gonna dry while we do grass. Okay, so I'm going to put the lids on everything. I'm going to put the lid on my white. Where'd she go? Oh, and on I'm done with purple. Look at all these colors you get to take home. You know what? You could take a rock and paint it green and make a little frog and then put little eyeballs on him. I know. So many cute, fun things. Look it up on the internet. Painting rocks. The funnest. Okay. It's just for fun. Where's the lid for my blue? Okay. There. Okay, now what colors do I need for my grass? Let me show you. Okay. How many color values for 3D? 3. So that means I want you to see my dark green on the bottom. That dries almost black, but she makes, and then I'm actually trying to make these cool. I don't scribble the colors together because that's boring. I actually tried to like swipe and make stripes of dark medium yellow in one swipe. And go each piece of up, and you can only go up. Let me show you why. Watch this. Where's my big paintbrush? There she is. You find your big paintbrush? Who thinks she's all too stiff and hard? She's not. Just bounce. Remember when she had hairspray on her and we just bounced it on her hand? Same thing. She's soft again. There. Okay. Now watch this. I'll get my green. I want to show you how to ruin it. Okay, watch. So I'm going to go like this. Everybody pause and look up. I put the dark green on the bottom, in a super thick, disgusting amount. And then I get the brighter green and put this on top. Oops, it fell over. Hold on. Ah! Okay. And then this brighter green on top. Whoop! Oh, pretty! Now I get yellow. Everybody pause and look up. And I get yellow. Watch. But I can only flick up. Now I touch the very bottom of my painting where the dark green is, and I flick straight up with the yellow on my paintbrush. Oh, look it. I got dark piece in there and a yellow piece in there. Should I scribble it together? No, yellow hates to be touched. Who's more powerful, green or yellow? Green by a million. If I touch it more than once, yellow will just turn green. Okay, so watch me. I get yellow and I touch and go up and touch and go up. Oops, I'm out of yellow. Get more yellow. Up, up. Oh! Should I leave those blobs of color? Yes. Now watch me ruin it. Now I'm going to push down, smash down. What happened when you push down? Your paintbrush opens really big and goes down. So if you want grass, you can only go up, up, up. Does that make sense? Look at my pretty grass pieces. Because I went up. Okay, now we're ready to paint. That was my explanation. So there's 2 lines right here. Do you guys see them? This bottom line, we put all of the dark green from our cup here with this big paintbrush. Well, oh, that has yellow in it. Don't look at that. That's a mistake. And then this row has all bright green in it. And I don't want to look at the Sharpies, so cover them up. They're ugly. And then I flick with my yellow, okay? And what if you get grass on your jar? Good, because the jar is supposed to be in the grass, not floating above it like aliens are taking it away. Okay, so watch me. Now where's my dark green at? Ooh. And I'm going to get a huge, disgusting, what if you get green on your cardboard easel? Cardboard easel doesn't care. So I'm going to scoop my dark green. Look at me. That's so much paint. Now watch. I'm going to put it so thick. And I'm just going to smear it down here. Oh, wow. Wait. Oh, what? And I'm using the side of my paintbrush. Watch the tip of my paintbrush. Watch. Scratch the paint right off. So should I use the tip of my paintbrush? No. I'm using the side of my paintbrush and smearing it on like peanut butter. And then Oh, there's still some dark green left in my cup. I'm going to keep going till there's no dark green left. Scoop. Oh, look at me. I'm serious. Slop, 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 push, shove, slop, slop. Oh, there's still dark green in my cup. I'm going to scoop it. Oh, and put it on that bottom row, super thick. I'm not lying. Look how thick. You can't see any black. And it's all over my easel, and I don't care. It'll dry. Okay, then we clean our paintbrush. Pinch. Because now I'm going to get the other green, and I'm going to use all this up. And now what if this green touches the dark green? There, it's all grass. That doesn't hurt nothing. And I don't want to see that top Sharpie. So watch, I get a huge scoop. Oh, I know. And then put it, oh, it's a different color of green. Scoop it. Do you think I'm kidding? I really mean scoop it and smash it like this. And then get another huge, I know. You think I'm kidding. It's all your green. Get on there. Look at mine. I have 2 thick rows of green, and they're touching. Now, did you do it? Look at you slop that paint on. That's actually perfect. Put it on super thick and like it's trying to drip off, and we don't care. Because when do we actually decorate? With the yellow. Remember when we decorated with white on our spirals? On our little fireflies? And that was the decorating? Okay, now everybody pause and look up. Even though you're still putting your green on, watch me. I clean my paintbrush and go pinch. It makes my paintbrush pointier. And can I scribble up and down? No. I want them pointy at the top, so I touch and push up. Flick, flick, flick. So I'm going to stab the yellow and get a whole bunch on there. Watch me. And I'm going to touch the very bottom of my painting, and I go up. Oh, up, 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 up. Ooh, and then I ran out. That's okay. More yellow. Stab. Up, 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 up. Ooh, and then I run out. It turns green, so I know I'm done. But I push the dark green through the light green, and then I end with yellow. I'm smooshing them together using yellow. But wait, should I watch me? Here, watch me ruin it. What are those? Fences? No, I can only go up, 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 up. And I'm changing the texture of those side to side to little pieces of grass. And I don't want to see that Sharpie, so I make it go a little taller. And I just go up, 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 up. Ooh, I'm out of yellow. More yellow. Stab. And it's okay that we ruin the yellow. This is the only time we're using yellow. That's it. Stab the yellow. Up, 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 up. Pretty, pretty pieces of strings. Look at, I got dark green in there, light green in there, and yellow pieces. It's a texture and color thing. But look, paint up only. Look, pause and look up. You're painting, watch. I can only go up, up. How come? I want pointy tips like grass. Up, up. Up, 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 up. Oh, look at the line is showing on mine. Oh, I need more paint. I need to fix that. I can see the side to side line. I need to have all my grasses touching so you can't see the line anymore. Oh, that's not enough paint. More. Oh, that's better. Better. Now you can't see the side to side line. Oh, every time I touch it, the yellow disappears. Why is yellow so sensitive? Every time I touch it, it just turns green. Man, Yellow. She does not like to be touched twice. Just swipe up and put yellow strings. And then clean your paintbrush when you're done. Pinch. Good job. Okay, you guys ready to do make a tree? Who's done with their grass? You feel good about that? Did you get 3D? Do you have dark pieces of grass, medium pieces of grass, and yellow pieces of grass? 3D. And we're like, remember how at first you're frustrated and confused? And then as you made the grass, you went, oh, I get it. But you have to wait for understanding to show up, right? So weird. Okay, now we're gonna make the tree. But the tree, we have to turn our painting like this. Everybody watch. I'm gonna turn my painting like this so the moon is on the bottom. Let me show you why. This is way easier to paint like this. See these pieces of tree? If I paint up, it's actually easier. Then trying to paint this way is too hard for my brain, but painting up makes sense. And then we switch and then it will be there, okay? So we switch our painting like that. And to make the tree, we need black paint and tiny paintbrush. Can you find black? Oh, that's my blue. No, where's black? There she is. Black paint. And why is she black? Because the moon's behind her and it's called a silhouette. So normally it would be green, a tree would be green, but because the moon's so bright, we can't see the green. Silhouette. Okay? So I want to show you how to make a tree with my teeny tiny paintbrush. And I want you to watch me first. Okay? So everybody pause and look up. Where's my black paint? But this is how, when you were little, and you were just born and you made trees, didn't you make trees like this? That everyone knows that's wrong and they don't know why it's wrong. This is actually how a tree goes. I stab my black paint and it's not a pencil. I have to hold my paintbrush upside down and pinch it with 2 fingers because when I land, the paintbrush is really thick, right? But as I pull up, I'm pulling, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller all by itself. Isn't that what trees do? So my elbow's on an elevator. I cannot go like this. That'll make it thick. So I pull like that. Now watch me make branches. Well, branches don't touch right here. They go like this. I put one on this side and I touch the branch and they're parallel. Do you guys know the word parallel? They run next to each other, but not out. Next to. Okay, and then I'm going to put another one, but I can't put one here. That'll make a W. No. So I go, oh, let me go higher up on the stick on the left side and go up. Then let me go a little higher on the right side. Then let me go higher on the left side. That's the pattern of a tree. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Well, then how do you make leaves? Leaves are little just touches. Right? But I just touch to the right, to the left, to the right. They're like a poke, to the left, but I climb it to the right, to the left, to the right. And every time I'm a little higher because they don't make V's. So I go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Okay, let's do it together. That was the idea. Okay, so you can see it. Now we'll do it together and it will make more sense. This is frustrated and confused. What? Now we'll do it together for understanding, okay? So get your little blue paintbrush and hold it upside down. And I'm going to pull. What? I know. Not a pencil. So you're going to stab your black paint because we have really far to go. So I'm literally going to stab it hard. Because this is going to be a long branch. Stab. And it's going to go right over the moon. Don't care. Because the moon's behind the branch. So watch me. I'm going to touch the very, very bottom of my painting. Upside down paintbrush. And look, I'm going to put 2 fingers. and I go smash, and I pull, high, I'm pulling, higher, 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 higher. Oh, it's not perfectly straight. I know, because the stick, and then stop. Look how it got skinnier all by itself. Pull it upside down. It's for reals. Don't hold it like a pencil, not a pencil. A pencil will smash your paintbrush and make it humongous. Should you pull back down and fix it? No, that will also make it humongous. So just pull up, 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 and it's too high for me. I let go. And then that's good. Well, that's a branch, right? Who wants to make twigs? Well, twigs are next to, they run next to it. So I'm going to stab my black stab. Let's make one really down low, okay? But I have to touch the stick, and it doesn't go down. It just runs next to her, right? So I just go stab, upside down paintbrush, 2 fingers pinching, and pull, and just make a shorter baby one. I'm all done. I'm a little baby. A little. And then when you run out of paint, that's as far as you need to go. Done. Okay, now we need to do another one. But should I put another one down here and make a W, make a fork? No. I'm going to go higher up on this stick, like closer to the moon. Stab my black so I could get lots of paint. Stab. And hold my paintbrush upside down with 2 fingers. And now I'm going to touch the stick but go straight up. And I touch the stick. I'm high up to up. Okay, there. Oh, look it. I went right next to the moon. I didn't notice that until I meant to get through the moon. That's weird. Now, how about twigs? How tiny are twigs? So tiny. How soft would twigs be? I don't want my paintbrush to open, so how soft should I do this? Don't get more paint. Just, you have paint on your paintbrush. Just hold your paintbrush with 2 fingers, and let's climb this one. So I start at the bottom, and I go, oh, to the right. Then I can go to the other side, to the left, and to the right. Maybe just 3. And they're kind of invisibly. 1, 2, 3. To the right, to the left, to the right. But they don't touch. They're always a little higher. Uh-oh, I need more paint. I'm out of paint. So I'm going to touch my paint, but I'm not going to stab it. I'm just going to touch it. Okay. Now I can climb the big one. To the right, to the left. Upside down paintbrush. I'm pulling to the right. 3 more. To the right, to the left, to the right. I just hold my paintbrush upside down because I want it to be little. And I'm using the blue paintbrush because it's very little. Okay, now I have 1 stick left. You see it? It's the one that was touching the moon. So I go, okay, upside down paintbrush to the right, to the left, to the right. There! Just a few little twigs. That looks like a tree branch. It has the pattern of a tree. Did we ever let 2 branches touch in the same spot and make a W? We just go a little higher on the stick. The pattern. Okay, now we need leaves because it's summertime. So what's a leaf? Just a touch. But how do they go on? This just on the ends, right? So I go to the right, then I go a little higher to the left, then I go a little higher to the right, and then the left. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. To the right, to the left, to the right. It's just a little dash. Like, you know the phone number dash that goes in the phone number? And it's like a little dot, little speck. And I go, all right, maybe this one. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. And they only go on the ends of the little twigs. There. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. To the right, to the left, to the right. We don't need very many leaves, you know? There. Hey, this stick isn't touching. What did I do wrong? I went like this and looked, and look at the stick isn't touching the branch. Let me make them touch. Okay, I fixed it. It's like floating in space. Who thinks that looks good? Now turn it like this and see how it really looks. See? We did it the other way because we could pull. If we tried to do it sideways, never could our brain had figured that out. But that way we're like, okay, that looks pretty much like a branch. It's pretty good. But there's a bunch of black on my paintbrush and I want to paint the jar who needs to be white. Can you clean your paintbrush off? Give it a nice hard pinch. Pinch! And then do it again until you get powder. Then pinch another spot. Oh, there's still way too much black. Let me pinch it one more time. Hey, that's a butterfly. Okay, let me try again. Okay, that's powder. Now it's all dry. It's all dry. Okay, so now we have to do our jar. So I want you to see my jar. Look. My jar is white with a string of blue down the middle. Do you remember when we did our blue ones here? And it's prettiest when we don't mix it all the way and we give the white permission to live, right? Well, if I paint I just want to get rid of the Sharpie, you know, but I paint it blue and then I cannot scribble, okay? You can't go like this and put the white on or the blue. How come? It'll make a furry, line, okay? So instead, I just push my paintbrush so it'll be nice and smooth. So the two colors I need are dark blue and white. Well, it's black. Let me put the lid on it. It's gonna confuse me. Get out of here, black. That's too dark. Where's my blue? They look almost the same because I have a shadow over here on my table. Where'd she go? There, I found it. Because purple's dark too. Okay, I found it. Okay. So everybody pause what you're doing and watch what I'm doing. I just want to show you one time. But I stab my blue. Stab! Because I have far to go. And then I push my paintbrush without picking up my paintbrush and no scribblies. As soon as you run out of paint, you get more paint. But don't scribble, okay? Watch me. I'm just going to do the top of the jar first. Okay, watch me do the top of the jar. You ready? And mine's silver. So you could see it. Yours is black, right? It's just confusing because of how we're doing it on Zoom, right? But watch. I'm going to push. I just fold over my paintbrush, fold, and then push. Turn the corner. Push. I'm out of paint. Get more paint. Stab the blue. And wait for me. Don't do it yet. Push. Push. Okay, now it's blue. Okay, don't do anything yet. Wait for me. Wait. So I did it blue. Is that 3D? No, don't paint right now. Stop painting. And are you using your blue paintbrush? Your blue paintbrush. I see people holding a yellow paintbrush. That is humongous and it is way too big. So clean your paintbrush to get some white. Watch me. Now I'm going to get white. And I'm just going to, as soft as I can, put white down the middle of my blue. Watch. It's going to make a streak. It's just blue right now. And then I go, wee, spin. Wee, spin. Wee. And then I wiggle. I just put a string of white on there. And I even ran out of white and I don't care. Now you do the top of the jar. So first it's blue. Then decorate it with a piece of white. And it will make baby blue by itself. You don't have to scrub it in. Just touching them together makes them mix, right? So blue the top of the jar, then white the top of the jar. And the white floats on top of the blue, just like when we did the spirals in the Fireflies. And did I scribble? Did I fuzzy? Did I do it with a fuzzy paintbrush? No. Because glass is smooth. So we just push our paintbrush, push, turn the corner, push, and then it acts dry, more paint. Good job. Now how about the rest of the jar? Did you do it? How many versions of white blue did you get? I have pure white. It must be the moon shining on it. And then I have like baby blue. It's darker. Without even trying, it's supposed to be like that. So how many? It's just a shimmer shine of white on my jar. Okay, now I'm going to do the sides. So I get blue. And should I scribble this on? No. I just get blue and push. Uh-oh, I ran out of paint. I just stab my blue and get more. Stab. And then push again. And then I could do the other side. Stab the blue. Push. What if I get it on the jar on the grass? Ah, it won't hurt nothing. Oops, I missed. I'm doing it super far away. It's actually very hard. You're closer. Okay, now that I have my blue on there, I clean my paintbrush because I'm going to go get white. And now I'm just going to put a string of white as soft as I can on top of my blue and just see what it does. Don't scribble them together. That's just baby blue. Very boring. So I just, watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Watch. I'm doing it very, 2 fingers, very soft. Soft. And I don't care how much white ends up on there because it makes a little shimmer shine and I give it permission to be variations of the white. Okay, now, oh, I forgot the bottom one. Little piece of blue. And push. Did you do it? So it's a piece of blue, very smooth, then a piece of white on top. Look at the texture you're able to do because you're no longer scribbling like crayons. You just push your paint so it's nice and flat and smooth. And then when you run out of paint, you just get more. And push for a smooth jar. And then after it's blue, that's too dark. How can you shine it up and put some shimmer shine? Like some moonshine shining down on it. You put a little string of white on your blue. Don't let your blue be lonely. Put a little bit of white on it. Look at my sides. Everybody pause and look up. I have the top part of the jar done. I think somebody needs to walk around because I can see people who aren't drawing their jar. If you could help some students who can't see, I guess. But we do the top of the jar and the bottom of the jar and this little circle at the bottom. And blue paint with a little bit of white paint. Not very much, just a little. Okay, now we got, ooh, I want to put glow-in-the-dark paint on there now on my Fireflies, but my paintbrush is filthy dirty. And this blue paint that we just did will get inside of my glow-in-the-dark paint, so we have to clean our paintbrush. So you know what we're going to do? It's a trick. We're going to get our white paint, and our white paint has lots of water in it, and I'm just going to stab my white paint with my little blue paintbrush. Stab! And then I get a paper towel, and when I squeeze out this white paint, the blue will come out too. Pinch like that. Oh, maybe I should do it again. There's still blue in it. So I'm going to stab my white. Stab. Oh. Okay, but I'm just using the white like water. And then I put it inside my paper towel and pinch. I bet it will be cleaner this time. Oh, I killed my paintbrush. His head came off. Let me put it back on. Okay, there. Oh, is it cleaner? No, there's still blue in it. Okay, one more time. Stab my white. Now I'm going to pinch it again. Okay. Okay, better. Now I can get my glow-in-the-dark paint. And how much glow-in-the-dark paint are you allowed to put on your fireflies? As much as you want. Okay, watch. Look at how thick I put mine. Look at the original. This blob right here, it's actually a lump that I can feel with my finger. That is so thick, it glows really bright. So I'm just going to get, and should I scribble it on? No, spiral it on. Get a stab of glow-in-the-dark paint and put a spiral on each one. Woo! More paint. Woo! And it looks white, but it will dry clear. Watch, I go, okay, better do it in order because I can hardly tell what I did because it just looks white. So I'm just going to do from the bottom and do one row at a time as I go because I can't tell if they're shiny. That's the only way I can tell I put glow-in-the-dark. But you can take the glow-in-the-dark paint home with you and put another layer when you're at home. Okay, I put on. Ooh, and look at what it did to the purple one. Made it pure white. I don't care. A whole bunch more. Woo! And then I get a stab of glow-in-the-dark paint for each one. Woo! That's thick. Another stab. Woo! Another stab. Woo! Glob! Woo! I like the sound effect because it makes it funner. And I just get a stab of glow-in-the-dark paint. Oh! It just fell on the floor. Uh-oh. I'm going to have glow-in-the-dark paint on my floor. Look how thick I'm putting it. You're so jealous. Mine's going to be so much glowier than yours because I'm not scared of how much paint to put on. I'm like, but I can't see the pretty colors. Wait till it dries. Remember when I showed you in the beginning and I told you about it and I said, oh, it looks white, but it's only because of the reflection because the glow-in-the-dark paint is shiny. But you'll still be able to, oh, that's not enough paint. What am I doing? I forgot to stop and get a scoop of paint for each one. Then stop, scoop, swirl, stop, scoop, swirl. Oh! Oh, how do I can't tell which ones I did. Let me look at the side. Look. Oh, I missed a bunch. They're not shiny. Let me hold my cup. Trying to see the shininess. It's the only way I can tell. Scoop! Look how much paint I'm getting. I don't care. I want mine super bright. Swirl, swirl. Swing! Woo, woo, woo. Let me see. Let me tell. Oh, I missed that one. I'm trying to look for shininess. Oh, I forgot the ones inside the jar. Let me put some on those. Those are jealous. Let me get some for you guys. My fireflies need to glow. Woo. And this glow-in-the-dark paint glows for 12 hours. So it will dry and you could put it in the sun and then run and bring it in the house and then in the bathroom where the lights are off and it will glow, glow, glow. I'm going to do it until there's no more paint in my cup. Or save it for at home and then I could see it in the dark and see where I need more paint. Oops, I almost put it on the tree. The tree's still wet. Who think it came out better than you thought it would? Isn't it cute? Good job, you guys. Good job. Are you putting it on nice and thick? Okay, I'll show you how thick I put it. Can you see it? It's like but it goes on white like that, but it will dry darker. I mean, it'll dry clear, and the colors will come back. And I put them on the ones in my jar. Ooh, a drip. Let me smash it down. And I'm going to put the lids on all my paint so I could take them home with me and I could decorate at home. Especially that glow-in-the-dark paint, very fun. Because you can't really tell how magical she is until you're in the dark. My white got even though I was careful, my white got kind of dirty. But I think it will still work decorating things later next time. Good job, you guys.